The right outfit takes 10 years off your appearance. The wrong one adds 15, and no one ever really told you that. Has this ever happened to you? The saleswoman swears the dress is perfect. You buy it excited. Get home, try it on, and in the mirror? Total disaster. Then comes that voice in your head. The problem is my body. It is not. The problem is that no one ever taught you that clothing is not neutral. It builds or destroys your silhouette in seconds. Meryl Streep is 75 years old and seems to float on every red carpet. It is not genetics. It is geometry. The difference between looking elegant or just dressed? It lies in 7 simple visual adjustments. Today, I am going to show you these 7 tricks that make you look slimmer and younger immediately. Not with crazy diets or plastic surgery, but with simple geometry. Dressing well after the age of 40, 50, or 60 is not luck. It is strategy. If you want to master this with me, subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell. Let us go straight to trick number 1. Trick 1. The power of the third piece. You buy a pretty blouse. Wear it with pants. Look in the mirror and you look like a cardboard box wrapped for gifting. The problem? You stopped at a 2-piece outfit, and the human eye reads that as a single visual block with no interruption. The result? You look larger than you actually are. But add a third piece, a blazer, vest, open cardigan, and something almost magical happens. 2 vertical lines divide your torso, trick the eye, and create the illusion of a narrower body. Without a third piece, you look like a block. With a third piece, you look like a column. Diane Keaton understood this decades ago. She does not wear a blazer because she is cold. She wears it because she knows that vertical structure is body architecture. Some practical examples? A khaki blazer over a white blouse and black pants breaks that dramatic contrast that cuts you in half, or a long, fine knit vest over a midi dress works like a vertical frame, especially in charcoal gray or caramel, without adding weight. But be careful with the mistake that ruins the trick, choosing long, heavy cardigans that fall shapeless. The effect is reversed. Instead of elongating, you flatten your figure. The third piece needs to be structured, in a neutral tone, and most importantly, open in the front, never closed. Because you do not want to look wrapped, you want to look edited. Now comes trick number 2, and this is where most women lose all silhouette definition without even realizing it. Trick 2, well-defined waist. Fashion decided that comfort means wearing something that looks like your husband's pajamas. Millions of women embraced the oversized trend as if it were salvation. But what actually happened? They disappeared inside their own clothing. Loose blouses, flowy dresses, everything falling straight like a sack. And here comes the truth. Shapeless clothing does not rejuvenate anyone. It ages you, because a body without visual definition looks tired, heavy, and neglected. Carolina Herrera is over 80 years old and has never been seen wearing anything that does not define the waist. It is not vanity. It is geometry. She knows the waist is the anchor point of the body. It is where the eye looks for structure. But here is the conflict. Most women are afraid to highlight the waist because they believe it will draw attention to the belly. So they choose loose clothing that hides everything. And it really does hide, including any trace of elegance. Without a defined waist, tired-looking body. With a defined waist, alert-looking body. The solution? A beige linen shirt dress with a thin belt in the same color. Tone-on-tone defines without shouting. Or those midi dresses that appear loose, but have an internal waistband sewn at waist level, creating shape without squeezing. It does not need to be dramatic. It just needs to exist. Because structure is not about being sexy. It is about looking awake, present, alive. Breathe. You are not alone in this. And trick number 3 goes against everything you were taught about necklines. Trick 3. V-neckline and elongated necklace. Someone convinced you that closed necklines are age-appropriate. You believed it, like most of us. You bought those blouses with turtlenecks, round collars, crew necks that go up to the chin. But what happened? Your neck disappeared, your face looked wider, and you instantly aged 10 years in the mirror. Modesty turned into accelerated aging, and no one warned you. Closed neckline, wide face, short neck, V-neckline, slimmer face, longer neck. Helen Mirren walks red carpets in her 70s, always with V-necklines. It is not boldness. It is facial geometry. The V-neckline creates a downward line that elongates the neck, slims the face, and literally draws the eye downward. But here's the trick most people ignore. The V works on its own, but with a thin, long necklace, it multiplies the effect. Because the necklace continues the vertical line the neckline began. Practical examples: a silk blouse with a deep V and a thin gold chain with a small pendant that falls at the sternum, a black dress with a subtle V and a long silver necklace ending below the bust, a visual highway that elongates the entire torso. Even a basic white V-neck t-shirt with a minimalist vertical necklace transforms the ordinary into elegance. The classic mistake? Wearing a short, thick necklace with a V neckline that interrupts the line exactly where it should flow. Or worse, a choker with a turtleneck, creating a visual prison. The solution is simple: generous V, delicate necklace flowing down. You just erased 5 years without a scalpel. Trick number 4 explains why you might look heavier even if you weigh the same as before. Trick 4. Smart monochrome. You were taught that having style means mixing everything: colors, prints, textures. You tried it. Coral blouse, blue pants, nude shoes, caramel bag, and the result? You looked like you got dressed in the dark during a blackout. Instead of looking interesting, the outfit feels fragmented. And a visually fragmented body looks bigger, shorter, and heavier. Mixed colors, fragmented body, monochrome, elongated body. Victoria Beckham does not wear black because she is in mourning. She wears it because she understands that monochrome is the uninterrupted line the eye needs to read the body as one vertical unit. But pay attention. Most people try monochrome by wearing the exact same shade from top to bottom, and the result looks flat, dull. The solution is smart monochrome, tones from the same color family, but with subtle variation. Champagne silk blouse, caramel trousers, and blush nude heels create a vertical column with sophisticated nuances. Pearl gray sweater, medium gray skirt, and charcoal gray ankle boots form a gradient that elongates naturally. Even an emerald green knit set with an olive green blazer and forest green boots works, as long as you respect tonal gradation. The eye reads it as continuity, but with dimension. Because you do not want to look uniform, you want to look elongated. Now it is all starting to make sense, is it not? And trick number 5 shows that it is always the shoes. Trick 5. Shoes that elongate. You bought those comfortable, round, wide shoes in a color that clashed with your outfit. Wore black pants with white shoes because you read that white is neutral. But what happened? Your legs got cut off at the ankle, as if someone drew a horizontal line of visual interruption. You lost 10 centimeters of height you never had. And the worst part is, you paid a lot for it. Wrong shoes. Cut leg. Right shoes. Infinite leg. Sarah Jessica Parker spent decades wearing heels because she understood that shoes are not neutral accessories. They are the conclusion of the body's line. The brutal mistake that instantly shortens? Contrast between pants and shoes. Black pants with light nude shoes. Beige pants with black shoes. Every time you do this, you place a visual period where there should be continuity. But here's the solution that seems obvious, yet few apply. Shoes in the tone of your skin or your outfit. Black tailored trousers with black pointed toe pumps. The continuity eliminates any visual break. Beige pants with blush nude flats in your skin tone. Even without heels, the nude mimics a bare, elongated leg. And if you add a pointed toe and a small heel, the effect multiplies. Because a pointed toe extends the foot line, and a heel tilts the body forward, elongating the calf. It does not need to be a 15-centimeter stiletto. It just must not be that short, square, contrasting shoe that turns you into a stump. Now, trick number 6 is cruel, because it ruins your outfit even when you did everything else right. Trick 6. Fit and fabric. Someone convinced you that a larger size hides imperfections. You bought that blouse 3 sizes up, that dress that looks like a camping tent. But what happened? You ended up looking smaller than you are, because excess fabric creates volume where there is no body. Instead of hiding, you enlarged. And then comes the other extreme. Women who wear clothes so tight that every breath becomes a public event. The result? Visible discomfort. And discomfort is never elegant. Too loose, you disappear. Too tight, you suffocate. Just right, you breathe. Catherine Deneuve, at 80 years old, wears clothes that follow the body without squeezing it. It is not magic. It is the right fabric. Structured viscose, linen with stretch, lightweight tailoring, fabrics that hold their shape but move with you without clinging to the skin. But here is the conflict. Most people choose fabric based on print, price, or trend, never based on fit. The solution is in movement. Well-tailored clothes move with you, not against you. When you walk, the fabric follows. When you sit, It adjusts without straining. It is like adjusting the light on a painting. Suddenly, what was already beautiful becomes extraordinary. And that rejuvenates more than any cosmetic procedure, because youth is not stretched skin, it is lightness of movement. If you had to apply only one trick from this entire list, it would be the next. Trick 7. Illuminate the face. You spent years obsessed with hiding hips, belly, arms, so you filled your wardrobe with black, navy, and charcoal gray. Dark clothing from top to bottom because someone said, black makes you look slimmer. But what happened? Your face disappeared into a black hole of somber fabric. Did you look slimmer? No, you looked dimmed. No one gave you the right tools before, but now you have them. After the age of 40, the goal is no longer to hide the body. It is to illuminate the face. Dark clothing near the face, you fade. Light clothing near the face, you shine. Iris Apfel is over 100 years old and looks like a walking work of art. It is not genetic luck. It is visual strategy. She wears oversized glasses, bold earrings, colorful scarves, all focused around the face, because she knows the human eye goes straight to where there is light, contrast, and movement. But here's the conflict that paralyzes most women. They are afraid to draw attention to the aged face, so they hide in dark turtlenecks, avoid earrings, skip scarves, and they become elegant shadows. Emphasis on shadows. The solution? Blouses in light tones near the face, soft scarves that reflect light, earrings that are discreet but present. Because when you illuminate the face, the body becomes secondary. And this is not a trick. It is intentional redirection of attention. Now you have the 7 tricks. Let us quickly recap and see how they connect inside your closet. Third piece opens vertical lines. Defined waist creates structure. V neckline plus necklace elongates the neck. Smart monochrome builds continuity. Correct shoes extend the leg. Fit and fabric give lightness to movement. Light near the face redirects attention. 7 simple adjustments. 0 diets, 0 surgeries. The truth? You do not need to change your body. You need to master visual language. The world does not see you as you are. It sees you as you present yourself. And when that presentation radiates harmony and intention, people assume elegance, confidence, and youth. If this changed something in you, do not keep it to yourself. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this with that friend who needs to hear it. In the comments, tell me, which trick are you going to try first tomorrow? And write geometry, not genetics, if you finally understood that the problem was never your body. Now go out there and use what you learned. Your appearance and your confidence will thank you.